Good evening and warm welcome to Newspaper Analysis Townhall by ForumIAS. Today, in this townhall, we will discuss an article, India-Australia Defense Ties Beyond American Shadows. Now, before moving on, let us try to look at the location of India and Australia. So this, from here to here, is Indo-Pacific region. It is an interconnected space that connect Indian and Pacific Ocean. Now, if you see the location of India and Australia, you can understand that India's and Australia's location is central to the location of Indo-Pacific, especially in the context of rise of China and to maintain rule-based order in Indo-Pacific region. Now let us see the basics of India-Australia relationship. So India and Australia have comprehensive strategic partnership that was signed in 2020. What are the shared interests between India and Australia? There is Commonwealth Brotherhood. Both countries are member of Commonwealth. Second, both have democracy, parliament, form of government that binds them. Third, both have interest in maintaining rule-based world order. And fourth, as we already discussed, the major push for improving ties between India and Australia is coming from this mutual synergy to contain the rise of China. Now, if we look at this trade figure, so in financial year 24, the trade between both these countries have crossed $24 billion. That is 14% more than what the trade was in financial year 23. Now this trade is under economic cooperation and trade agreement, that is ECTA. This question has been asked in UPSC prelims. Now let us see at the context. Number one, with the arrival of Donald Trump and his transactional foreign policy, there is uncertainty of US security guarantee. Second, as we discussed, rise of China assertiveness in Indo-Pacific region. As C. Raja Mohan has said, that India and Australia as middle powers must define regional stability on their own terms, not through US-led template. It means that there is strategic opportunity with India and Australia. Now, let us see why Australia matters. Obviously, Australia has a very important position. It bridges India and Pacific Ocean. It has deep ties with Pacific Island state, which complement with India's Sagar initiative. Now, Australia is also one of the largest producer of lithium. It produces half of world lithium. And obviously, China's rise is very important why Australia matters. Now, if we look at institutional mechanisms that are already there between India and Australia, there is 2+2 dialogue, that is Foreign Minister and Defense Minister dialogue. Then there is Mutual Logistics Support Agreement that was signed in 2020. And there is Air-to-Air Refueling Pact that was signed last year in 2024. We have some exercises between India and Australia. First is Austra-Hind, that is Army. Second is Index, that is Navy. Malabar is a multilateral exercise, right? Now, is everything really that good between India and Australia? Obviously, no. Every relationship has its own challenges. Now, in India and Australia, according to a noted scholar, Dr. Hugh Tuckfield, India and Australia relationship suffers from persistent asymmetry. How? While Australia is in alliance with the United States, India pursues strategic autonomy. While India and Australia has good defense relationship, but these are mostly limited to Navy. We do not have good interoperability when it comes to Army and Air Force. Constrained ambition. The economic potential of this partnership is very high, but currently it is not utilized. There are regulatory hurdles in India which prevent the investment from Australia. Then India and Australia have not been able to harness diaspora engagement. While there is very high presence of Indian diaspora in Australia, the reverse is not true. There are various unresolved tensions between India and Australia. Why? Because Australia has taken a firm stand on Ukraine-Russia crisis and host of other issues like Gaza, while India's stand is mostly neutral, which prevent strategic convergence between India and Australia. Now, having discussed these three issues between India and Australia relationship, let us also look into some solutions. So this article has proposed how to take defense relationship to the next level. And the first recommendation is better integration. Now, there is need to go beyond Navy and there is need for involvement of tri-service exercise. So there can be more interoperability in Army and Air Force as well. There is need to appoint Army and Air Force attaché for coordination between both countries so that relationship between both armies and both Air Force can improve. Now, third and the most important point is that there is need for better collaboration in defense manufacturing. And here, MSME collaboration can play a very, very important role. Now let us look into economic relationship. So there is need for fast tracking of comprehensive economic cooperation agreement, which can resolve the issues that we had discussed earlier, which includes various regulatory hurdles, and there is need to improve investment ease for Australian companies in sectors such as clean energy and rare earth, among others. Now, when we see in Indo-Pacific region, there is need to collaborate on infrastructure, health, climate adaptation project in Indian Ocean and Pacific island countries. It will improve the soft power in Indo-Pacific region. Now, India and Australia can also jointly produce patrol boats for Indo-Pacific. Now, there is need for this relationship to move from symbolic engagement to substantive strategy. There is need to move on from potential to performance so that India and Australia can beat China's rise, especially in Indo-Pacific region. Thank you for seeing this town hall. If you have any question, you can just drop in the comments. Let's meet tomorrow.